everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're taking a quick look here at Gala. Just going to double check a few things here as well. I've been getting a question, is this support level going to hold? Are we going to drop? I mean, it really looks pretty bad right now at this point, but it's obviously too premature to speculate. That's why we dive into the charts and kind of find out what's going to happen next. So if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something today. And if you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below. You can register for our trade signals, which have been pretty spectacular lately. Nice little R per trade, 260%. More important, 5 days for injective, 76%, AVAX 83% in 4 days. Fetch coin, that was a sub 24-hour trade, basically a scalp to the downside there. That's a short, 34%. And we also hit, what was it, Ocean for 20% in 10 hours. So been a healthy last 24 hours there for us. Again, if you're considering Trade University is probably the more important thing. Watch my videos, make sure you understand specifically how to become a better trader. You can be a little bit more consistent. We were at 100% profit last month. No, correction, sorry. 100% accuracy last month, 2200% profit. This month we're on target for much better actually. -1 stop loss, we're doing very good. So Gala, what are we doing here? So daily time frame, quickly before we double check that, let's look at this. I think we can pull up some liquidation levels and kind of see what's going on, because in this coin, it had had a heavy concentration below the price action, which I can still see. And a lot of people are wondering why I'm kind of bearish in this coin. Well, there's not only a lot of liquidation down below, but there's a lot of divergences we're seeing too. So yesterday and the day before, I've been talking about the price likely to break down. I'm not attaching myself to that sentiment because that always changes. But generally speaking, leading into this analysis, I would say I've been anticipating the price pulling back for this coin for some time. Again, it's a very bullish coin, don't get me wrong, but there's some macro differences there. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyways, heavy concentration about 6.5. I'm rounding up a little bit. 6.5 and or 6 cents is the heaviest concentration of liquidation. So where does that put us here? Well, generally speaking, we look at this chart. 6 cents is exactly 0.5 fib level. So what's to stop the price from running down to that level? Probably not a lot. Let's double check though. First of all, we're above all moving averages. That's always a bullish sign. Most coins are going to show that though. So truth is, this coin can still be bullish even if it pulls back 33%. You really want to, see if that happens and wait and find out? I don't know. If you haven't secured profits on this push to the upside, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Again, conversation for another day, but I stress taking profits in my community. If you don't, you're never going to be a successful trader. We are testing 70 on the RSI. That's usually a sign to sell. Not just the test, more so passing through, but generally speaking, we break that level. That's a key level support on the charts in most cases. We're going to see the price continue to run down. Money flow index is tapering off as well, and we're starting to see a divergence on stochastic RSI. These are all signs that are bearish, minus the moving averages. Okay? And again, moving averages are bullish, but they're way down behind. They're trailing at 4.5 as a better case scenario for the 20-day SMA. I don't like trading into that as far as a long position is concerned. But I'm not really a along the top kind of guy either. And while you could argue this isn't the top was about 20% ago, it's still the top. And in my personal opinion, I think that this coin is fairly overinflated, and Gala has a history of selling off pretty hard when it does this. We're also starting to see volume taper off too. Again, daily time frame doesn't reflect that super well. Let's see what the 4-hour tells us. But these are things I like to kind of pay attention to. So taking a look here, of course, we're staying below that moving average. That moving average is, of course, a little off considering the price ramped up so quickly. Having said that, we got this volume control here. Let's zoom in a little bit, might be able to see it better. But there is a lot of volume here in this upper range at about, 7.2. So we are below that range, and we haven't been able to cross above that level for about 12 to 16 hours. That's typically a bearish sign. We're now under the 20-day SMA, also bearish. Oftentimes the 20, if you lose a 20, you can expect the 50 to be retested. It's usually a common occurrence. Wouldn't say it's a guarantee, but still something to be mindful of. We can see stochastic, however, wanting to try to swing to the upside. Even though it's diverging still, it wants to swing up naturally because it's been pushed down for a while. And that happens with a lot of coins. It gives you false positives though. Okay, so try not to take trades based on that one representation. We're still over 50 in the RSI. I love this in the sense that it shows that we're still not truly bearish, but it does kind of imply that further downside could occur if we don't get a bounce here soon. So again, all the more reason to kind of be patient, maybe consider waiting for confirmation. But truth is, losing 50 on the RSI in the 4 hours is never a great sign. Take a look at the hourly. We can see this as well, kind of reflecting that we keep retesting this lower range at about 6.9. And then, of course, if we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm we're broken below the cloud for 3 hours now. Lagging spans free and clear. conversion lines below the baseline. These are all tried and true bearish signs. Okay, so minus the moving averages on the daily and the fact that we're barely over 50 on the RSI on the 4-hour, everything else is screaming bearish divergence. If Bitcoin retraces below 70,000, somewhere in the 68 to 65K range, which I think is still a probability at this point, we're going to see Gala retest these lower levels. Keep in mind, these lower levels are 6.5 and or 6 even, which are, interestingly enough, really close to these fib levels here and the next pivot points. Okay, so again, all the more reason to be cautious and careful and to be secure profits if you can on a long position. And the truth is, in the big picture, if we look at this here, we zoom out, we are technically still trying to find our bottom on our fourth wave down. So the bottom might be in, and if so, we have great potential for further upside. Okay, so you got to recognize this coin isn't like, I'm not just telling you that it looks bearish at this point and the price is going to go to zero. I don't do that. I don't attach myself to a certain bias, but right now it's easy to presume the price should continue lower based on what we're seeing on the smaller time frames. How much lower will it go? It's hard to say, but I would say that this gap between 0.5 and 0.302 seems like a likely target. Okay? It just seems very probable. But again, I could be way off, and I hope I'm wrong and the price turns around, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards a short position with this coin. I hope that made sense and I described that correctly. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you trade this coin and other awesome coins on Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, link down below. If you use my link to register, you get sweet rewards, but more importantly, no KYC or VPN required. Check them out. I think you're going to love them. They're awesome exchange. Thank you, Bitunix, and thank you too for watching the video. Greatly appreciate you liking, subscribing, and following. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.